what our children need most, what our teenagers of the next generation need most, are not mentors who are good role models, in the sense that we're able to say, look at that person's life, go and live the way that that person lives. There's some of that that's of great value. But our children do not need us to pretend as though we are the people who are not in need of forgiveness of sins. Discipleship is not about compliance. Discipleship is about repentance. If our children hear and pick up this message of performance, then what's going to inevitably happen is that they are either going to conclude, I am meeting this, therefore I'm too good for the gospel. Or they're going to conclude, I can never meet this. I can never come up to these expectations. I am too bad for the gospel. In either case, they are being redirected away from the cross of Jesus Christ. When we instead understand that what we're doing with our children and with our teenagers and with our young adults is not giving to them another useful tool to make it towards success. Instead, we're coming in and saying, completely shatter your understanding of success. Completely turn that around. Walk in a different way where you're taking up the cross not so that you won't bother me, not so you won't keep me up at night, not so that you will find your way in life, not so that you will be consumers, but so that instead, in taking up your cross, you will then find your life. Our children and youth and young adults seem very confident to us. And yet, internally, they are scared to death. And what they're scared of is this all that there is? Am I always on this on-ramp towards success? And the freedom that we have to give to our children is to say, Jesus does not need you to succeed. Jesus needs you to follow him. And in following him and in pouring your life out for other people, by serving the church, by serving those around you, by consistently repenting of sin and consistently seeing in childlike faith your dependence upon the Father. The goal of that kind of children's ministry, the goal of that kind of youth ministry, the goal of that kind of student ministry is not compliance, but war. It's a war against the self. It's a war against the devil. It's a war against the pattern of this world that says if you're going to make it, you have to be your own God. And the freedom that we give is the freedom to be able to say, I need you. We need each other. We need the Spirit. And above everything else, we need the cross.